Welcome back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm D'Amico. This is Bane. We are super excited today because we finally got Bell's HopSlam 2012 release. Boy, oh boy, double IPA, Comstock, Michigan, Bell's Brewing, blah, blah, blah. 10% alcohol. You guys already know that.
Definitely.
Let's get to the rest, which is tasting it.
For sure.
Now, this is a little bit late. Normally, it comes out late December, early January. They just built a brand new brewery over there. Bell's did in Michigan. So, production was a little off for them. So they did have to push it back about a month or some change. Some of you guys have had it for about a month now. We're in Minnesota, so we're a month behind, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It just came out to us February 8th.
Yeah, I
so
believe that's when it was brewed.
About 5 days ago.
Fresh.
Super fresh.
I know if you've watched our other video, that was actually a HopSlam that we've had that for a while. This is as fresh as it gets for us here. And booming, it's banging.
The first one we had was...
The first video we had.
Oh, yeah. Our very first video.
Very first video.
Was a HopSlam. And that was in October, so yeah, it was like 10 months old. Whatever, it was still good. Watch that if you really want to, but this is where it's at, so.
Right.
Brand new, fresh. God, October's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a banging nose. I'm getting a lot of citrusy hops here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I couldn't wait to drink it. Massive hops, though. Floral. As expected from a double IPA.
Right.
Very clean. Some serious lacing kind of hanging around. Let me see if I can get some head to foam up here.
I don't know exactly, but is it 122 IBUs? Is that right?
I don't know.
I think it's right around 120 or so IBUs. I
don't know for sure. So
we recently
it changes every year, so I don't know. Yeah. Oh, nice clean white head. Look at the color on that. Sorry, let me do this quick. Yeah, a little golden, amber, some serious copper going on. I really like this color. I'm excited.
Speaking of copper, a little bit of that, a little tinge of that in there. But very creamy right away off the bat. Hops are obviously a big part of it. I can't say it enough. This is insane. This is kind of clearing my senses. My sinuses, excuse me. Yeah, this is insane. I'm not a hophead. This guy is. He's probably going to enjoy it a little bit more than I am. But yeah, this is an experience. Again, this beer is not allocated widely. I mean, only select stores get it. There's only a certain amount per store, so if you can find it, you actually have to look for it and get it within a week of its release. Otherwise, usually it is sold out. But luckily, we got our hands on it. So usually you do every year.
Boy.
What are you thinking?
I can't tell if I'm disappointed or not. I like it. It's still good. For the first time, I'm getting a lot more of that sweetness from the honey coming through, which I like. Because it's a double IPA brewed with honey. So I am getting a little bit of that. But it's not as bitter as I remember it. I remember last year and the year before, I mean, it was hard to drink. I mean, you couldn't... I had to share, a bottle. It was like massive, which I loved. But then the alcohol, I had to share. Yeah. Call me a punk, whatever. But this, I can probably push a whole 6-pack and be pretty decent.
It is pretty friendly. You know what?
It's very relaxed for some reason.
The hops are there in the nose. I mean, they're very apparent right away, but it creams up. I see where you're going with the sweetness. It really starts in the middle and tails off. There's not a whole lot of bitterness there. It's a decently long finish. I'm just not sure. Yeah, you're right. If it's living up to that hype.
It's still really good, and if you're a HopSlam fan, definitely don't deprive yourself, because when I get the opportunity, I'm still gonna buy another one. Don't let that fool you. It's just slightly more subdued than a couple of the other releases or vintages, however you want to say it, in a couple of years past. So, and I'm just starting to notice this now. Like, it's come down a little bit. It's still very respectable for a double IPA. Don't let that fool you either. I think most of you will still love it. It's not that tongue bruiser that it says on the back that it was last year, the year before, and maybe maybe they had to cut a few corners because they're moving breweries, whatever. Who knows? Maybe they just decide to add a little more honey or change a little of this or a little bit of that. I still really do like this. It's still fantastic. It's still better than some of the other double IPAs that I've had. So, in that regard, I'll let you rate it first, or if you have more stuff to say about it.
Oh, for sure. I'm just gonna culminate things by saying, yeah, it's friendly. For me, I thought I was gonna be doing the bitter face, but no, that's not the case. This is a very approachable beer. Price on it is extremely high. For an average consumer, $17.49, I believe, is what we paid for this guy. It's not really for everybody, and again, it's not very highly allocated either. So it's kind of a prestigious thing here. Creaminess, you get plenty of hops. Don't get me wrong. I see where you're going with the sweetness. I think that for me, it's a bonus. I kind of like that. It tones it down a bit, but for that seasoned hop head, I don't know. I just don't know if it's going to do it for you. I will probably sit it at about, let's go 9.0.
I still like it. I'm just not getting that big bitter punch in the face that I was used to. I was really excited for that, actually. Definitely the pineapple cream, the floral, the spice, the pine resin, definitely getting all of that in force for sure. Maybe it's just it's balancing itself out. I don't know. But with that said, I'm gonna rate it. What am I gonna rate this? I don't even know.
I know you were so excited about this, and I honestly, looking at you now, I think you got let down. In your heart, it's hard for you to say it.
It's not it's kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
It is a letdown. Excuse me. But I had like hopes up to here. So I really wanted that bitter punch in the face. It's definitely got those coppery metallic notes, the pineapple, like I said, the wood resins, definitely there. The hops are there in force for real. I mean, you can tell they just steep the hell out of it with some good dry hopping. Yeah, this is Still a fantastic beer. Um, boy. I'll give it a respectable 9.5.
Okay, well, that's still a pretty good score for something that you were a little disappointed. And you know, it's all about experience and expectations with beer. You never know. I mean, I'm sure you were thinking this thing was going to bring 100 to the table.
And I understand, like, they change every. I mean, it just happens. You can't have it 100% quality control. I get that. I mean, and maybe on purpose. You know, they add a little extra honey. Sweeten the pot a little bit. That's okay.
Make it a little bit nicer for the average consumer.
Keeping it, changing it a little bit isn't always necessarily a bad thing. So I still liked it. 9.5 points out of 10. It's still one of my favorite double IPAs on the market. So.
Oh, and I'm sure they're still going to sell a lot of them. So.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. Well, if your local liquor store has it, definitely seek this out. Purchase it. I know it's $17.49, $18, $16, wherever you are. It might be different. But go halves with a friend or something. Who knows?
Split a six-pack.
Split a six-pack. All right. Well, as always, we appreciate you watching. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe here on YouTube.